Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. This one I am bringing to you from, let me see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. I really should do these things before I start recording these videos, hey, but anyway, you guys get to have some fun with me. But I am down, absolutely stunning, isn't it? I'm down here at Mooloolaba this morning, about to do a meditation and go for a bit of a dip in that water. Tell me how it gets better than that. If it gets better, I don't want to hear it because I don't believe you. But this morning, had a bit of a rough sleep last night, and the reason that I had a rough sleep is I had so okay, let me get some pretense for this. Haven't spoken to my father for a very long time. Won't go into the details, but a couple days before New Year's, my brother sent me a screenshot of a message that he sent my father, and then consequently my father then sent a message to me, and then I haven't responded yet. I don't think I've even opened the message yet, but very, very difficult relationship with my father, and he did some really bad things when we were young, but obviously just had that running through my brain, and just learning to process that situation, and understand the whole thing. There's still a lot of emotional baggage that is tied up to that, and I recognize that, but he doesn't live in Australia anymore, lives overseas, and it's just it's a relationship that I don't necessarily need to have in my life, and I don't need to pretend. I've done a lot of growth and development, and I'm very thankful and very grateful. I'm not necessarily thankful, very, very grateful for everything that he has forced me to go through, because that has made me the person who I am today. I actually went to a men's group a couple of years ago now. It was like a 10-week program, and we wrote letters to our fathers, and consequently I wrote a letter to him, then also to my stepdad as well. And my stepdad is my dad. It's as simple as that. He's been around pretty much as long as I can remember, and he is the man that has raised me, and he's the man who has allowed me to become the man who I am today. And without Greg in my life as my stepdad, I definitely wouldn't be the man who I am, and I probably wouldn't be here today without him. And I'm very, very grateful for everything that he has done for me, but more so everything that he has done and continues to do for my mother. But there are some very important lessons there for me, from the emotion that's still caught up with my father, and I still have some growth and healing to come from that relationship, but the lesson there that I wanted to take for you guys is, no matter how bad somebody treats us, or even the way that anybody treats us, the only reason that we allow, or that they can actually hurt us from an emotional standpoint is if we allow it to. And that's the beauty about emotions and feelings and your thought patterns, is it's ultimately under your control. And obviously if people physically hurt us, and there is emotional abuse as well, but the only way that they can actually hurt us is if we allow them to. So the only reason that we do get emotionally hurt is because things don't go the way that we perceive them to go, or the way that we want them to go. So if you simply let a situation be, or let those emotions be, then you won't get hurt, and you don't need to be tied up in past bullshit. And I know a lot of people get caught up in shitty old relationships, and I know that people do get stuck in them, and then because they get stuck in them, and there's a lot of emotional abuse from that relationship, and this is happens to both males and females, and it happens from males and females. I've been very emotionally abused in previous relationships, but because we get stuck in them, and a lot of people do get stuck in those relationships for years and even lifetime, that we then start formulating our thought patterns based on some bullshit systems from somebody who is manipulating us, and somebody who ultimately is living in a state of fear and then pushes us into that state of fear. If you come from a state of love rather than fear, then you aren't going to emotionally abuse anybody. You're not going to try to control anybody, because you're simply going to allow them to be. And if you live in a state of love, and if you come from a state of love, then that abuse doesn't hurt you any near as much, and it doesn't control you anywhere near as much. Yeah, and took myself in a bit of a corner there, but anyway, basically what I just wanted to say this morning is, if you have a toxic relationship of any kind from your past, and you're still holding on to it, try to work out why. Do some writing on it. Record yourself talking about that. Get it out of your system. That is massively powerful. Get down to the water, do some meditation. That's what I'm about to do. Go for a swim, reset that nervous system. But you have the ability to control your emotions. You have the ability to control the way that you feel. And it all starts with this. It all starts with your mind, and you have the ability to change or reframe your mindset. Your mind and your thoughts are the basis, or the foundation, that all of your emotions and feelings are based upon. Now, it'll take some time, because a lot of the times we actually get stuck in these feedback loops of bullshit. So it's going to take time to reconstruct your thought patterns and your subconscious mind. But you've got to start somewhere, and that journey of healing starts in your mind. And the healing needs to happen in all bases, all three pillars of your trinity, and we need to recognize that. So that's mind, body, and soul. But the foundation is your mind, and that's step one, because that's what you fundamentally have the ability to change. I could come down here and have a really shitty morning because I'm like, fuck, I'm tired, I'm really, I just want to go back to bed. Instead, I'm out here in a fucking good mood, about to have a meditation, about to go for a swim, and it's literally that simple. Like it's just a mindset that you have the ability to change, that will determine your outcome. And it's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of work, but you have the ability to change that. And that's all I come to say. So thank you for listening to me waffle on once again. I love you all, and I do hope that you are all okay and you have the ability to find your strength and healing and love. It all starts with love. Love for self is number one. And if you are in a toxic relationship, I hope you have the strength to change it, change yourself, and hopefully, if you need to, get out of that relationship if it is that toxic. So anyway, I'm about to do a little bit of writing, go down, do my meditation, go for my swim, and then go grab a coffee from the Colombian. Oh, what a beautiful way to start your day. It literally doesn't get any better. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope to catch you in the next video. And as always, much love and namaste.